Welcome to Edupom EdTech. Welcome to Edupom EdTech. You're watching expert chemistry lectures with Abhinav Gaur. Today in this lecture, we will study about the rate law and we will understand what is rate constant and we will study what is order of reaction. In this lecture, we will also discuss the difference between order and molecularity of the reaction. So let us assume a reaction in which A amount of A plus B amount of B gives us C amount of C plus D amount of D. As discussed in the previous videos, as A and B are present on the left hand side, so they will be called as the reactants, and as C and D are on the right hand side, so they will be called as products. Now, the concentration of reactant play a very important role in course of any reaction. If reactant concentration is high, then the rate of reaction is also high. So, according to rate law, rate can be expressed in terms of the concentrations of reactants only. So, in case of rate law, we express rate, that means R, in terms of the concentration of reactants only, and these concentration are raised to some power which may or may not be equal to the stoichiometric coefficient. So here the rate comes proportional to the concentration of reactants raised to some powers, and this equation becomes R is equal to K A to the power X B to the power Y, and this equation is called as the rate equation. And the rate law states that when the rate of reaction is expressed in the terms of concentration of reactants only raised to some power which may or may not be equal to their stoichiometric coefficient. So this is the rate law, where X can be equal to A, that means the stoichiometric coefficient, or X may not be equal to A. Similarly, Y may be equal to B, this stoichiometric coefficient, or Y may not be equal to B. So what is rate equation? This is our rate equation. And what is rate law? According to rate law, the rate of reaction is expressed in terms of the concentration of reactant only raised to some power which may or may not be equal to the stoichiometric coefficient. Now in this rate equation, this constant K, which is introduced when we replace this proportionality sign, this constant is called as the rate constant. And the x and y in this equation, this x and this y, these are called as exponents. These exponents usually represent the change in rate of reaction with respect to the increase in concentration of reactants. We will discuss this further by using graphs, and the sum of these exponents will give us the order of reaction. It gives us the order of reaction. So what is order of reaction? Order of reaction is sum of exponents from the rate equation. Now the order of reaction is of different types, and let us understand what is the meaning. Based on order of reaction, we have zero order reactions, we have first order reaction, we have second order reaction, and we have the nth order reaction. Now in case of zero order reaction, let me draw the graph. So this is the rate of reaction on the y-axis, and on the x-axis we have concentration of reactant, and let's say the reaction is R gives P. So in case of zero order reaction, as the concentration of reactant increases, there is no change in the rate. That means the rate of reaction, that means R, is independent of the concentration of reactant. So increase in the concentration of reactant will not change the rate of the reaction. Whereas in case of first order reaction, the rate increases with increase in concentration of reactant. That means the rate equation becomes R is equal to K, that means rate constant, R to the power 1. So in this case, in the case of first order reaction, with increase in concentration of the reactant, the rate also increases. Whereas the second order reaction written as can be shown as by graph like similar to the first order reaction, but here R is R to the power 2 and the rate equation becomes R is equal to K R to the power 2. So here with twice the increase in concentration of reactant, the rate increases linearly. So the reaction, for example, we have complex reactions like in which multiple reactants are involved. A plus B gives product, A plus B gives product, A plus B plus C gives product, and A plus B plus C gives product. So if I am increasing the concentration of A and there is no change in rate of reaction, that means the rate of reaction is independent of the concentration of reactant A. Similarly, if I am increasing reactant B and there is no change in the rate of reaction, then rate is also independent of the concentration of reactant B. So in this case, the reaction becomes zero order reaction as the rate of reaction is independent of the concentration of each of the reactant present. Similarly, in this case, for example, I am increasing the concentration of A and there is no change in the rate. But when I am increasing the concentration of B, there is change in the rate of reaction. The rate of reaction is also getting increased. So in this case, the reaction will be called as first order reaction as the rate of reaction is dependent on the concentration of one of the reactant. Now, let's say I'm increasing concentration of A, the rate is increasing. I'm increasing concentration of B, the rate is not increasing. I'm increasing concentration of C and the rate is increasing. So in this case, the rate of reaction is dependent on the concentration of two of the reactants present. So it will become the second order reaction. And let's say in this case, when I'm increasing concentration of A, rate is increasing. When I'm increasing concentration of B, rate is increasing. And when I'm increasing concentration of C, the rate is increasing. So it becomes the third order reaction. So the order of reaction simply means the number of reactants which are affecting the rate of the reaction. So here the exponents are simply representation of how the rate will increase when the concentration of reactant will increase. Now let's study the difference between order and molecularity of reaction. But before that, let me tell you that there are two types of reaction. First, we have reactions like A plus B gives product. Such reactions are called as elementary reactions, and these reactions occur in one step. Whereas there are most of the reactions in which first an intermediate is formed and then that intermediate converts into the product, and such reactions are called as complex reactions. And these complex reactions usually occur in more than one step. The rate of any complex reaction only and only depends on the slow step. So for example, let's say we have A plus B gives C, which gives D, which gives product. And let's say this step take place in 10 minutes, this steps take place in 5 minutes, while this step takes place in 15 minutes. So in this case, this is step number 1, this is step number 2, and this is step number 3. So in this case, the step number 3 is the slowest step. So the rate of reaction will be determined by the slowest step, that means the third step. So for any complex reaction, the rate of reaction is determined with the help of the slowest step. Now let's study the difference between the order and molecularity of reaction. So as we discussed, the order of reaction, it is the sum of powers raised on the concentration in terms of the rate expression. Rate expression means rate equation, where R is equal to K A to the power X and B to the power Y. So the sum of exponent, that means sum of X and Y, it gives us the order of reaction. The order of reaction is an experimental value which is derived from rate expression. Rate expression means rate equation. Order of reaction can be 0, it can be fractional, or it can be integer. That means rate of reaction can be 2.5, rate of reaction can be 1/3, etc. And the order of reaction may have negative value. It may also have negative value, that means increase in concentration may slow the rate of reaction in some cases. It is assigned for overall reaction, and as we discussed previously, that the rate of reaction in any complex reaction is calculated by means of the slowest step. So the slowest step will give the rate of whole reaction. It depends on pressure, temperature and concentration for pseudo order reaction. In later stage we will study what is pseudo order reaction. So it depends on pressure, temperature and concentration. Now molecularity of reaction. Molecularity is the number of molecules of reactants taking part in elementary step of reaction. For example, I have 2A plus 3B gives 5C. So here we are using 2 moles, here we are using 3 moles, and here we are using 5 moles. So the molecularity is the number of moles, or we can say the number of molecules which are reacting in any of the reaction. It is a theoretical concept, it is not calculated experimentally. Molecularity can neither be 0, because if reaction is taking place, so we need some of the molecules, and half of the molecule will not give the reaction obviously. So we need full molecules. So it cannot be fractional and it cannot be 0. Now molecularity can never be negative, because negative number of molecules cannot participate in the reaction. We cannot say that minus 2A plus minus 3B. Okay, we cannot write any chemical equation like this. It is assigned for each elementary step, so it is not dependent on the slowest step like in case of order, but it is assigned to each of the elementary step. It is independent of pressure and temperature, and it is dependent on the concentration obviously. So this is the difference between order and molecularity. In next lecture we will discuss the unit of rate constant and some graphs related to it. Thank you.